sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Las Vegas Raiders. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. A play fake for Sermon. Now Lance. Buying time to his left. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And Lance now to throw. Flushed out right. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, tried to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
Lance now on 1st down. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
Second and 4. Here's Lance to throw it. Touchdown! That's caught. Jarvis Landry, his first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Carr. Man open, that's Henry Ruggs. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47th. A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Here's Carr. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A big play there for the Raiders.
Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Drake. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
Second and goal from the 1. Now Carr. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it, each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Play action, now it's Lance. And that nearly intercepted. Well, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. You can't block me, you can't block me.
Shotgun now for Lance. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Someone sharp in this game. He had a touchdown pass in the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
So here's a first and 10 now in Raider territory at the 42-yard line. First carry now for Trey Sermon. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8.
52's the mark, 52.
The Lance going to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Out routes are always timing routes, and if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down.
We got 3, fellas.
Lance looking to throw it. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 17-yard line. And the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. But those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
Sermon now on first and 10. Runs over him. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Casey Hayward makes the tackle.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5. To throw, it's Lance. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. These two teams all tied after 1.
6-man.
Throwing now is Lance. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Now Gold for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Next score, Niners 14, Raiders 7.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Drake. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Carr, a handoff here to Drake.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff for Drake. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Give. This is Drake. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Now Drake. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. Dre Greenlaw in there on the tackle.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Running for the shotgun with Drake. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 42 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Carr going to throw. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On first down, Drake. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Shotgun now for Carr. Eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Now Carr. That's into the hands of Edwards. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Carr. And he finds Waller in the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Darren Waller, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw taken in by Landry. And he goes out right around the 39.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Lance. Again, he's got that man Landry. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage, because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 9. Again, they'll throw it with Lance. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll get this all the way down inside the Vegas 20. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. From the gun, it's Lance. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Lance. Escaping the pressure right. They give him 10 that time, as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. 5-2's the mic. Mike 5-2. Mike 5-2.
Lance going to try and throw on 3rd down here. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the 49ers have moved out in front. Gold with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. But I think the Raiders are going to be able to hold on to it. Yes. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. '49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for third down. Throwing now is Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman.
Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Now, they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Play action. Now it's Carr. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And they're going to face a third down.
I know that play went for no yardage, all right? But I like the attempt because the fullback position, whether it's a fullback, a tight end, an H-back, wherever you want in that spot, not known as a primary pass catcher, so sometimes the element of surprise works in your favor, but on that play, give credit to the defensive guys.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on third. Snap comes at 1, and it's Carr. And he will find his man Ruggs. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. For Henry Ruggs, he was the fastest runner at the 2020 Combine. Ran the 40 in 4.27. That is fast, folks, and that speed in evidence there. Carlson on for the PAT. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving. I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 49-yard line. Here's Lance to throw it. Flushed out right. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
We talk about mobility in quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
On the quick handoff, it's Juszczyk. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. A play fake for Sermon. Now Lance. Eluding the pressure right. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
It's 4th down.
And they'll go for it. Lance. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And the Raiders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Now Carr. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Now Carr. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for...
Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Here's Carr. Flush to his right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. It's Drake. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Well, if this defense can hold them to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. This started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
So, CD, maybe put a pin in that one as this game progresses. It's a field goal that gets them the lead here in the 3rd, but, boy, you hate settling for 3 when you're that close to the goal line.
Well, it certainly pains me to say it, but I do think it was the right call. Now, if they lose, you and I both know that'd be one of the things that gets second-guessed. Why didn't you go for it on 4th and goal? But I know the mindset was take the points, get the lead. And, by the way, if they went for it and got stuffed, they'd second-guess that, too.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
On 2nd and 7, Lance. And he's got the hook up to Landry. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Lance. Escaping the pressure right. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, to watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 41. First man through, it's the fullback Juszczyk. Trucks over him. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Right back to Juszczyk again. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
After a play like that, it should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. So 3rd down, and a field goal from here would be right about 50 yards as they try to get closer. And Lance now to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Flushed out right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Okay, we've seen plenty of games. We've been there before. They thought they had this one over with. If they could have stopped them right there on that down, now they've got to continue to play. That's going to be tough.
That's tough because it was such great coverage. They had them blanketed, especially there in the secondary, but, hey, took off and found a way. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Lance. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
On play action, Lance.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. Well, that's unfortunate because he had a nice run going, but give credit to the defense. They got a hand in the cookie jar there, CD.
You have to think about vision, finding a place to get down after you know you've gotten all you can out of a run, and obviously ball security is paramount. In today's football, everyone's coming after the rock. You've got to make sure you protect it and protect the yardage you just gained.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Another good carry there for the NFL's 2nd leading rusher. And we've talked on air, off air about his MVP candidacy. Make a case for him.
But I'm just going to tell you point blank, it doesn't matter whether he's 1st or 2nd or even 3rd in the league in rushing yardage. That's not the main deal. It's how he gets those yards and the impact he has on his ball club.
Three yards remain for 2nd down. Once again, it's Jacobs.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Carr to throw for it on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38.
I want to take your role, partner, but up in the 4th quarter and going for it on 4th down and picking it up. How about that?
A big chance. That's why football is not for the faint of heart. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Carr. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward.
And the Niners are right back in this football game.
A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Steps away to his left. Sideline throw, that's caught by Landry. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. 552. Let's go.
Throwing now is Lance.
Flush to his right. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They face a 2nd down, but they are in field goal range. From the 16, Lance. That's Samuel, caught left side.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right, and he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it, incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens in bounds.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock, so tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not if...
He's got a man, complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A big play there for the Raiders.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Throwing his car.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And the question now, can they get closer on 3rd down? A field goal from here, you're looking at right about a 52-yarder. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here's Carr.
And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Carr.
And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field. Have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down.
Now Carr.
And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Now Carr, got to have this one.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the 49ers have just about sewn up this football game. Lance, a give now to Sermon.
And he'll be taken down at the 18. So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now... It's about taking the ball away, taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the 49ers, it's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, it's a loss that could have implications on the playoff race as they fall to 9-4. And they'll get a home date next week against the Kansas City Chiefs.